Welcome back to some more Lord of the Rings Online. In this episode, I'm going to be running around all over the place, delivering pies and delivering some mail. If you're not interested in that, it may be worth your while to skip around, or as always, be sure to watch this video in 2x speed. Makes it a lot easier and more pleasurable to watch, I would say. Besides running around delivering pie and mail, I'm gonna work on the Flare for Danger quest, so that's the only thing you'll miss out if you choose to skip this episode. So let's begin over here.
Good day. Might I have a word with you?
There's been talk that the Postmaster Proudfoot is trying to speed up delivery times for the Quick Post service, but I'm really swamped with the mail and haven't been able to hit all the times that he wants. Lobelia's birthday is fast approaching, though curiously enough, very few pieces of mail are postmarked for Bag End. Instead, there's mail going everywhere else. I think hobbits throughout Tugborough are writing their friends to complain about Lobelia's new present proposal, if you ask me. There on the table, you will find a satchel of mail to be delivered to Postman Grubb in Hobbiton for sorting. He can be found west of the town center in Hobbiton to the north if you're interested. Watch out for nosy hobbits and don't let the mail get wet. Okay, I can do that. But first, let me get some presents. Okay, got some 200 silver there. It's not bad. And look at that, nice, 600, so easy money. Alright, so let's grab this, and let's go to Hobbiton. See, if you see these little eyeballs on the mini-map, you have to avoid those when you're doing these delivery quests. And unfortunately, I can't use my Force March skill. That would be too convenient. Obviously, I can't get on my horse, and he mentioned you also cannot get wet, meaning you can't go on water. Doesn't matter that it's raining, as long as I don't jump in water and force my character to swim. There's also a deed associated with these quests. If you deliver all the pies and you deliver all of the mail, you get a deed for each of those. It's a bunch of nosy hobbits everywhere, but I'm not too worried. Okay, that's that.
Might I speak with you a moment?
I have received a great many complaints lately concerning the amount of time it takes the Quick Post service to deliver packages of mail. Admittedly, most of the complaints have come from Lobelia Sackville Baggins and her son Lotho, but some respectable hobbits have complained as well. We need to do something about this, certainly. If you'd like to help out, there on the table you will find a satchel for delivery to Postman Boffin in Overhill. Overhill is a good distance north of here, nestled in Binball Wood, and Postman Boffin should be right at the center of town. Look out for nosy hobbits, as they will delay you and keep you from delivering the mail on time, and don't let the mail satchel get wet. If the ink on the letters runs, the hobbits of Overhill are sure to be upset with us. Alright, so let's continue delivering some mail. Now, this is one of the trickier ones, because I know there's, or at least back in the day, there was always a hobbit that patrolled this bridge here. And there was no way around him, you just had to sit there and wait until he moved out of the way. But let's go to Overhill. Also, if you get stuck in combat when you're trying to deliver this stuff, each hit you take kind of decreases your timer down here. So you want to watch out for that. And also, some enemies, especially bats in the woods, they can stun you. And if you get stunned, you automatically drop whatever you're carrying, so you'll fail the quest, which kind of sucks. I'm just going to try to take the fastest trajectory there. And I don't plan on doing any editing for this video, so you will literally see me running around all over the place. But do it in 2x speed. Or just skip this episode if you're not interested in the delivery quests. But like I said, I'll probably do this one at some point. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Just depends if these quests take me in that general area. Alright. Got a few nosy hobbits, but that one shouldn't be an issue. Okay, and this guy gives me a housing quest, which I'm not going to do right now.
Could I take a moment of your time?
It's important that the Quick Post service recover its old reputation for speed and service, and you can certainly help with that. There on the table is a satchel for Postman Cotton in Bywater, and you could really help me out by delivering it. Postman Cotton can be found northeast of the Green Dragon in Bywater. Do not let yourself get distracted by Cotton's location near the Green Dragon. The mail must be delivered quickly and without any side trips for thirsty mail carriers. Avoid nosy hobbits, as they will stall you and make your delivery impossible. Keep the satchel dry as well. Wet mail is no good for anybody.
How do you do?
Did not mean to talk to him again. Alright, let's go, let's go. Oh, this is the quest tracker. Arrow is taking me to another quest. So let me actually head back south. Yeah. Let me aim towards the bridge, though. Because I'm going to have to cross. Let's see. I think there's another bridge closer to Bywater. I can't remember, though. Okay. If there is not a bridge, we'll just have to go around and use the Hobbiton Bridge. Now, I was looking at the quests, and we're actually almost done in the Shire. We have to finish the prologue, and then we have to finish this quest chain, which is towards the end already. And then all the delivery quests, and that's pretty much it. There's also those Flying the Coop quests, which are the chicken place sessions, but I'm not going to be doing them in this season of the playthrough. The reason is those quests have you running around to some other maps of the game, and I kind of want to make this playthrough at least a little bit cinematic, so I don't want to be doing a random quest in an area I haven't been yet. So once I've been to all those regions, I'll go back and do these chicken quests later on. So that being said, we're almost done with the Shire. And I am doing 100% of the quests and 100% of the deeds in each region. And the way I keep track of that is using the LOTRO wiki. I think it's lotrowiki.com or something like that. And I just make sure I hit all the quests that are listed there. Alrighty.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
The Quick Post service will surely live up to its name again if we continue at this rate, Kippen. There is something you can help me with, and maybe that will... Oh, don't start towards the mail satchels just yet. I'm actually on top of deliveries for today, and don't need you to take any of those anywhere. No, what I want you to do is bring word to Postman Oddfoot in Frogmorton about our efforts to improve the speed at which we deliver the mail. He's been rather depressed lately. Hobbits in Frogmorton are not shy about expressing their complaints, and Oddfoot has always been the one to take things rather to heart. Frogmorton is east of Bywater. Tell Oddfoot that we're repairing the reputation of the Quick Post service, and offer him whatever help you can. Okay, so it looks like I can actually ride my horse to this one. It's quite rainy here in the Shire today. Inspire Postman Oddfoot. Alright, let's see.
Just a moment.
Hello there. I'm the postman for Frogmorton. I'm sorry for any inconvenience the Quick Post service may have caused you. What's that? You're not here to complain? Oh. Oh, I see. That's nice. Yes, I'm glad we haven't disappointed you today. I get so many complaints, you know. It does get to a hobbit after a while. You say the Postman Cotton is trying to revitalize the Quick Post service and make it what it used to be? Even with all the letters that get sent these days? That's incredible news. If we can recapture our old reputation, maybe we won't need to spend so much time answering complaints. Alright, so let's deliver his mail.
Might I speak with you a moment?
With your help, Kippen, I believe the Quick Post service will once again be their respected establishment it used to be. We must act quickly. There's mail satchel on that table there, and it must go to Postman Spinner in Woodhall as soon as possible, and you're just the one to do it. Woodhall is quite the walk from Frogmorton. There isn't a direct route, so you might need to head out to Budgeford or Stock to find the road there. Good luck, and watch out for nosy hobbits and steer clear of water, for it won't do to hand Post Spinner a soaked pile of mail. Okay. It won't do to hand. That's weird. I swear, some of these quests are worded very weirdly. Alright, so let's see. Let me go around here. I don't know, there's that nosy hobbit there. And there's that one there. I don't know if I can... Yeah, that was too close to him. Too close. I hope there's no timer for me to have to wait.
Please, stay a moment.
No, I could just go. Alright, so... I guess I'll just go around. Go all the way around these guys. Let me take a look at the map. Alright, Woodhall is not too far. Timer's pretty quick on this one, though. Alright, it should be just over that hill right there. Is that a toad? I don't know what a toad is doing all the way out there. We got some harvest flies I gotta watch out for. Alright, we are almost there. I think this is that elf camp. Pretty sure there's an elf around here. Right, I don't want to fall and break my legs. There we go. And there we go, that's another delivery done.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Bundle for stock. With your help, the Quick Post service can once again have a reputation for speed and quality of delivery. Kippen, if you're willing, you can help me with something right now. There on the table, you will find mail satchel to be delivered to Postman Smallborough, northeast of the town of Stock. It's just up the Stock Road, east of here, and shouldn't be too much trouble. I would go myself, but there's a shipment of leaf due in at any minute now, and I need to be here to send out the receipts. You'll find Postman Smallborough northeast of the town, quite near the Brandywine Bridge. Don't delay and avoid nosy hobbits. They will impede your delivery with their questions and chatter. Don't let the mail satchel get wet either. Alright, so now we are headed all the way to Stock. So let me see where that's going to be. Okay, all the way up there. So I'm just going to head out east. And that fireworks quest is over there. In fact, I don't know if I'm going to get around to it this episode. Seems like I'm pretty busy just delivering stuff. I'm gonna stay on the road for now, because look at all those red dots up there. Don't want to get screwed over by enemies. Okay. There's some skills that I like barely used yet, so I kind of forget about them. I need to kind of try to add some more variety to the things that I do, so I get familiar with all the skills. Alright, we are close. There's a nosy hobbit right there, though. Make sure I clear a nice big radius around him. Alrighty. Perfect.
Might I have a word with you?
I have always done my duty as a postman to the best of my ability, but hobbits send so many letters. Sometimes it is quite overwhelming. If you would like to ease some of the workload a little bit, you'll find a satchel full of mail there on the table that must be delivered to Postman Bulger in Budgeford as quickly as possible. Would you mind taking it to him? Postman Bulger can be found on the east side of Budgeford, north of the Pigpens. If you get seen by a nosy hobbit, you won't be able to deliver the mail as quickly as it must be done for the reputation of the quick post service to be upheld. So don't stop to chat. And keep the satchel from getting wet. Budgeford is a muddy place, and we don't want to soil the mail with it.
Hello.
Alright, so on to Budgeford next. Which way is that? Alright, so just over there. I do have to cross the river, though. But it looks like there is one close to town. So I'm going to run all the way east and hopefully cross over. In fact, I don't know if I could have crossed on that. Because I'm going to have to go, cross, and then come back a little. Not the most efficient route. Alright. So I guess I can cross right there. Okay, there's a wolf. Don't want to get eaten by him. And I don't want him to eat the mail either. Some harvest flies. Oh, can I get in the middle of these and not attract them? No. Nope, I cannot. It's okay, I'll just keep running. And make sure I don't get this mail wet. Right, we're good. Ugh, perfect. Now let's go that way. And there he is. We're done with that one.
Can I take a moment of your time?
I've heard that the postmasters are trying to put the quick post service in better light. Times aren't quite as they used to be, which makes mail delivery more difficult and even dangerous on occasion. I've been putting off my latest delivery to the town of Scary for a while now because of that spider business that's going on up there. I don't expect that sort of thing worries you at all, though. The mail satchel's on the table there, and it's for Postman Digswell. If you wouldn't mind carrying it for me, you will find him in Scary, north of the town center. Avoid nosy hobbits, they might complain about the lateness of my delivery, but I want you to deliver it as quickly as possible, no excuses. Don't let the mail satchel get wet either. Alright, so on to Scary. Let's go. What is it? 700 meters north. That's quite far. Okay, you gotta cross these fields here, the bridge fields. So I gotta watch out for wolves and badgers and all sorts of nasty critters just wanting to ruin my quest. Some bears too. The worst are definitely bats. You don't want to attract any bats because, like I mentioned earlier, and there they are, they can hit you with a ranged attack that stuns you and you'll automatically drop the mail that way. And that is just not good for anyone. In fact, it may be worth your while to go around the fields if you're a little bit more patient, unlike myself. You just don't want to risk getting hit by any bats. See, like right here, it's gonna be tight. Alright, I think we're good. At least for now. see, now they have like a wall set up here. A wall of bats. I'm gonna go right down the middle, hope it doesn't attract anyone. Made it through. We're good to go. I remember failing that quest before because of the bats and some of my other characters. Alright, go all the way around that nosy hobbit and deliver the mail. Perfect.
Might I speak with you a moment?
Folk up in Brockenbury love to gossip. It always makes mail delivery there a difficult task, for you've got nosy hobbits prying into your business, asking if you've got any mail for them. Friendly folk, don't take me wrong, but nosy. If you're a mind to help the quick post service, you'll find a satchel there on the table that must be delivered to Postman Moresby in Brockenbury as quickly as possible. Postman Moresby can be found just south of the hill that rises near the center of Brockenbury. Avoid being seen by the nosy hobbits, for they will delay you, and no one likes receiving late mail. No swimming is allowed with the mail satchel either. You don't want to deliver soggy correspondence. Now, I do want to remind you guys that the first thing we did when we got to the Shire was do one of these delivery quests, from Little Delving to Mickle Delving. So that's one of them we already did in a previous episode, but that's the only one. I try to leave them all for a single episode, that way if people don't want to see me running around, they can just not bother with it. I think it's fun though. Gives you a nice way to see the landscape of the game and all that. Most of the time we're just so worried about getting to where we gotta get that we don't even appreciate the environment. But in these quests you can kind of take a step back and enjoy a little. Now I don't know what to do about that guy right there. I think I'm just gonna wait for him. Let me go like around back here. Oh, in fact, he's down there. That's okay, I can drop down. Alrighty. There you go, sir. And he does not have a quest for me. So let me take a look at what town does have it. Restoring the quick post. So there are 4 more. Mickle Delving, Waymeet, Needlehole, and another Mickle Delving. So Waymeet and Needlehole. Let's try those. Let me go to Waymeet first. In fact, let me take a pony over there.
Hello.
Okay, so yeah, I'll go all the way over there and then head to Waymeet and do that delivery quest. I love these pony rides because you can just look at the environment while they're going. Or, you know, alt tab out, go look at something on the internet. Either or. That is the Homesteads quest. My game audio is a little off. I feel like the sound is a lot louder than it usually is. I don't know. Hopefully my audio settings are okay. Alright, we are almost there. I think that guy was carrying some mail or pie. Okay, and you know what? These are the pie quests. I want to do a separate episode for them.
Have a word with you?
Yeah, I'll do a separate one for them. Probably the next video, I'll do all of the pie quests. So let's go to Waymeet. And where is the postmaster here? I certainly don't see it. There he is. Never mind. Alright.
Could I take a moment of your time?
The quick post service has really fallen behind. There's always so much mail to deliver, and some to every town in the Shire, that even with a team of dedicated carriers, we still can't deliver everything as speedily as Postmaster Proudfoot would like. If you would like to help out, then you'll be more than welcome. There on the table you will find a satchel of mail for Postman Redsmith in Needlehole. Would you mind taking it to him? You'll find him right in the center of Needlehole, to the northwest of Waymeet and beyond Rorschach Bog. Watch out for nosy hobbits, as they will delay you and prevent your delivery. Don't let the satchel get wet. The Rorschach Bog is damp, so stay on the road if you can. I almost said stay off the road because it's a Lord of the Rings quote. It was like in the back of my head. You know, in the Fellowship of the Ring, when Gandalf's telling Frodo to stay off the road. I've watched that movie so many times that if I close my eyes, I can literally play it in my head. I wish I could memorize my schoolwork as easily as I memorize the Lord of the Rings movies. Alright, so we have to be careful with this delivery because we are going to have to go through a swamp. We don't want to get this wet. Alright, we're getting there though. So yeah, I think I'm going to have to follow that postman's advice and get on the road here. So let me see where the road is. Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna cut through here. It's too dangerous. It probably is possible, but I don't see the point in taking the risk. I am just gonna play it safe. Gonna go around, go through the road. Okay. Alright, there's the road. Can I cut through here? Is that gonna sink me? Ugh, okay, we're good. Yeah, I think I got my game sounds too loud relative to the music. I don't know. Let's see. Or is it ambient sound? Yeah, the ambient sound. Stick that down to 0.6. And then sound effects. Stick that down a little bit too. It's like my footsteps. There we go. I think it's a little bit more balanced now. Probably could have cut across that swamp, but there's no point in rushing it, or else you'll soak the mail and have to restart everything, and nobody wants to do that. That's awful. Alright, one more done.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
The dwarves here don't understand the importance of the quick post service and insist that letters and packages can be delivered whenever it is most convenient. That is preposterous, of course. Imagine if Postmaster Proudfoot allowed us to that degree of laziness. Speaking of the postmaster, I have a bundle of mail that needs to go to Mickle Delving. If you are going that way, I'd appreciate it if you dropped it off by the Postmaster Proudfoot by Town Hall. Town Hall is surrounded by hedges if you haven't visited it before. Go at once, and let no nosy hobbits interfere with your duty. You'll have a long walk ahead of you, especially if you head south to Waymeet and then cut across the fields to Mickle Delving. Keep the satchel dry, even when traveling through Rushock Bog. Let's do it. So this might be one of the longer ones. It's about 1,000 meters. And again, I'm going to use the road to get out of the swamp here, and then I'll cut across to the most efficient way. Although I probably could have just cut through there. It's alright, too late now. So I think after this one, there's only 2 more to deliver from Mickle Delving. And then we'll be set. We will be done. Alright. Oh, that is risky. Alright. I am still in the swamp. I don't know why I decided to cut across. This is very dangerous, but it's too late now. Hopefully this won't sink me. It looks a little deep. Okay, we're good. And hopefully there's a spot to cross that river up there. Or I don't even know if I'm going to need to. Yes, I probably will. And now I am concerned. I don't know if there's any good spot to cross. Could probably make that jump. Ugh, okay. We good. We're good. You have to take risks sometimes. To avoid all these animals. Alright, now straight south to Mickle Delving. In fact, there's going to be a big hill here that I'm going to have to go around. So let me just go this way. Here is that chicken quest I was telling you about. Those are all the, I guess what I like to call the Flying the Coop quest chain, where you do session play of chicken. And again, I will do that in another season of the game, even though they are technically Shire quests, because they will spoil other regions in the game. And I don't want to do that. But don't worry, I do keep notes of everything. All the things I need to go back and finish. So, I'll get around to it. I just don't know when. I never thought, in my wildest dreams when I started this channel, that I would do an MMO. Because I'm a completionist, I like to 100% everything. And as you can probably guess, 100%ing an MMO is a very vague thing, very subjective, and also very difficult to do. But I am attempting to do that. I think it's gonna be fun. I love this game. Alright, Postman Proudfoot himself.
Might I speak with you a moment?
If the reputation of the Quick Post service is to be restored, you simply must help with my deliveries. There on the table you will find a satchel that must be delivered to Postman 2foot in Waymeet as quickly as possible. Would you mind taking it to him? Postman 2foot can be found northwest of the crossroads in Waymeet. Don't dilly-dally. The Quick Post service has fallen on hard times in the past months, and we must double our efforts and halve the problems. The mail must be delivered not only on time, but with plenty of time. Let no nosy hobbits interfere with your duty, and don't let the satchel get wet. The ink will run, and nobody will be happy about that. Alright, on to Waymeet. Alright, let's go south and then out. There is a nosy hobbit, like, right in front of me. Hopefully I can go around her. She's like patrolling the only road. Alright, we're good. We made it past her. Now let me see. Mickle delving to Waymeet, and then Mickle delving to Tugborough. So we're gonna have to come here to Mickle delving again once we deliver this one. Right? Yeah, just those two, and then we'll be done. And there we go. So let's go back and get the final package. These quests are pretty good for low levels. If you're like level 5 or something, you can just knock this quest chain out pretty quickly. There are some titles that you get for not dying by reaching a certain level. So, like if you reach level 5 without dying, you get the title The Wary. Then you get another one at 10 and another one at 15. And you can just, you can do those by doing these quests. Then you can level up quickly.
Stay and have some tea.
Without putting yourself in too much danger. It's a good way to get those titles if you're scared of dying. That guy was giving another housing quest. That's why I ignored him. Alright, last one.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I received word that you delivered my package to Postman 2foot at Waymeet in a timely manner. He was very impressed, and I must tell you that I am as well. The quick post service is becoming respectable again. Speedy deliveries, mails that you can count on. This is a happy day for this old postmaster. If you'd still like to help out, well, there's always work to be done. There on the table you'll find a satchel for Postman Took at the center of Tugborough. You know how this works now, my friend. Avoid nosy hobbits, keep the satchel dry, and make haste. The quick post service will set new standards for speedy delivery of mail. Last one, guys. Let's do it. We gotta go out this road again, guarded by that one stupid nosy hobbit. But that's okay. In fact, she seems to be way out of the way now. Alright, so about 700 meters. We're getting there. It's cutting straight across. I know I've mentioned this before, but in case you missed it, when this game first came out, there was no such thing as a quest tracker, so you literally had to figure out where to go on your own. You had to like read the quest dialogue and try to see where you were headed. It was quite difficult to level up back in the day because it slowed you down a lot. Of course, you can always look online for coordinates and stuff, but I don't know, this still slows you down a lot as opposed to having it right there in the game. Okay. I see Tugborough. I also see some nosy hobbits. Make sure I stay clear of them. Is that a rainbow? Look at the beautiful rainbow. Nice. I don't know, that nosy hobbit's pretty close. But we've done it. There we go. Did I get my deed though? Talk to Postmaster, so now I just have to talk to him. After I killed this thing, though. There we go. Yeah, I figured I completed all the quests, but I didn't get my deed completion, so I was a little bit worried about that. But not to worry, we just gotta talk to Master Proudfoot himself. So let me go do that real quick, and then we're gonna call it an episode. And then in the next one, I'm gonna do all the pie quests. So it's gonna be a similar episode to this one, but instead of delivering mail, we're going to be delivering pie, which I prefer. I'd much rather get a pie than get some mail. Whenever I get mail, it's usually just spam anyways. Advertisement. No, I don't want to sign up for your credit card. I don't care if it's interest-free for 12 months. I don't care if I'm pre-approved for a great credit line. I don't want it. Quit mailing me. Quit filling up my mailbox. But if you want to send me pies, you're more than welcome to do so. Attracted that wolf back there. It's alright. Alright. Mr. Proudfoot.
It's been a foul day, it has.
Wonderful, Kippen. Wonderful indeed. The Quick Post is once again the respected institution it used to be, thanks to your hard work. You'll be a postman of the Shire for as long as I am postmaster, Kippen, and I am delighted to say it. Awesome. Well, there you go, guys. That was Restoring the Quick Post. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I always have fun doing those, even though a lot of people rag on it. But, hold on, let me see what he has to say here.
Might I
A true
have a
friend of
word
the
with
Quick
you?
Post. Thanks again for your work restoring the Quick Post, Kippen. Our good name means so much to me. Oh, there was one more thing if you have a moment.
Can't a body be left alone?
No, I don't have any more mail for you to deliver. I merely wanted to commend you for your services. From now on, you are Kippen of the Quick Post. Thank you again for your service, and I'll call on you whenever we have need of you again. Alright, cool. So this cloak's quite boring. It's just a red cloak. But, okay, there we go. Now we are officially done with the Quick Post quests and deeds and all that. So I hope you have fun, and I'll catch you guys next time to deliver some pies.